What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we celebrate the return of longtime Portuguese thrash metal outfit, Pitch Black, and their new track, We Are in Command. It is their first track released in 10 years. And one of the ways I always gauge whether a band coming back is a good thing or a bad thing or a fantastic, triumphant thing is to gauge the reactions and the opinions of bands in the scene that the band occupies. The news that Pitch Black have reformed and are working on new music and are going to release their new track. This track, We're in Command, was released yesterday. As I shoot this, yesterday was the 15th of July. It was a Monday. The scene in Portugal, the Portuguese musicians, the thrash scene, the metal scene, and as a whole, was really happy and really supportive about it. Members of many different thrash bands, death metal bands, and metal bands in general had a lot of kind and wonderful words and words of support. In a scene like Portugal, where thrash is certainly saturated, to have that kind of warm and incredibly happy reception to a band coming back says a lot about the quality of the songwriting and a lot about the quality of the band. So, welcome back, gentlemen. It is wonderful that you have come back to thrash the scene up a little bit. We're going to check out the new track today. It's about 5 minutes and 4 seconds here. The band is Pitch Black. The track is We're in Command. And here we go.
The worst qualities in people are looked up to and celebrated.
Good sample to start this
Lying,
off.
spreading fear are fine, as long as you make money doing it.
Quintessential
You become a nation.
lead off for thrash tracks.
Slogans saying bile spewing hate mongers.
And they come out swinging. Big 4/4 groove. Rumbly bass. Cool little harmony accent. The drummer Alfonso just kind of hanging in that pocket. I like the pick attack on the bass player. That's the great mid-tempo thrash riff there. Bass is even more clear there. Attitude and vitriol straight out here. Vocals have a bit of that slash throat of Bay Area thrash with a bit more balls to the tone as well. Great fill there. And that's a badass groove. Almost get a little bit of that hardcore influence there. I like the use of the cymbal clinches coming out of that chorus. Lyrics are very coherent. I really enjoy that. Love those big ringing single notes in that riff. Great work on the scrolling through those toms and that fill. Their new singer's got a really dynamic voice here. Love the gang vocal. That's an awesome riff. Love the use of that triplet tossed in there to break that riff up. Such a killer groove there. I love the riff. It's familiar, but it's still them. Big wad trench tremolo pick opening to the solo here. I like the use of that harmony there. I would have liked a little more fireworks in that solo, to be honest. Like that, Phil. Like a little of that, like Tom Araya in some of his vocal tone there. Like how they really let that break in his voice locked in there. All right. That was Pitch Black. Welcome back, gentlemen. It is wonderful to hear you. That's great. It's outstanding. It plays off the influences which I knew were going to be there. Having heard Pitch Black's last record back in 2010, I knew what I was going to get. I had a pretty good idea what I was going to get. They're not trying to remake Toast. They're sticking to that straightforward, mid-tempo, Bay Area-like thrashy goodness. It's like Exodus meets Slayer, sprinkling of Creator liberally tossed in there here and there. Vocalist got a killer tone to his voice. Really dig it. Like the little bit of dynamic range that he shows, he's clearly capable of more than he used on that track. Love the clarity of the vocal. You know it's layered, but there's not a ton of processing on it. There's not a lot of obvious processing on it. It all meshes up really well, and it's got that direct slamming impact to the listener's oral senses. The riffs are groovy. Got that big thrash. They've got a lot of clarity in the attack of both guitar tones, and the bass tone is full of clarity. The bass player's got a cool pick attack going on. I love being able to hear that. You can clearly tell it's a pick because of that hollow bite on those strings and the way it sounds. And there's some really cool points. I love how audible the bass is. I love how it's not drowned out. The drums sound fantastic. The drums got a great mix to them. There's clarity all over the kit. It sounds cohesive. And overall, the mix sounds fantastic. No complaints on the mix. My biggest gripe, my only real gripe, to be honest, so I guess I can call it my biggest or my only gripe, is the solo. I want a little bit more. I know both guitar players are really outstanding players, and I feel like the solo played it a little safe. I love the cool harmony in that middle section, but honestly, I would have really liked it if the lead player would have stepped out and let some serious work go. And let some of that technique in that shred happen. I feel like that's the only part where the track lost a little steam. Otherwise, it's a great way to come back after 10 years. It's just a straight forward, grooving old school thrash track with some modern influences and modern production. And I dig it. I think that I'm really looking forward to the record. I think they're going to do well getting back onto the scene. And I can't wait to see what else is coming from these guys. Can't wait to see what the rest of the record is going to be like. From what I understand, this might be a standalone. So I'm curious to see if this makes it onto the new record or how far along they are on the new record. I'll have to ask the guys. I'd like to thank the band for giving me the opportunity to cover them. I truly appreciate it. It's always fantastic when I get to go ahead from a band to do their stuff. These guys are really a staple in the Portuguese scene, and I know the scene is very thankful to have them back. Welcome back, gentlemen. It's good to have you. Thank you, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you to my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders for what you do every single day. And as always, you have been awesome. I have been Bald Man. See you in the next one. Be excellent to each other. Keep headbanging.